As you can see, I cannot do a one-arm pull-up, but this series is going to be all about how I am going to pursue the one-arm pull-up. So hopefully I will inspire you to pursue this awesome move, and also hopefully you're going to learn something from my videos. In a previous video, I talked about how I'm going to tackle this project, and that's going to be mainly with a climbing harness, some pulley wheels, and some rings. So let me show you right here. So I have a pulley wheel with a rope through it and a ring on one side, and I am going to be on the other side, and I'm going to attach myself with this harness. By doing so, I only have to lift half of my body weight. This is going to allow me to scale down the one-arm pull-up in intensity, but actually mimic the one-arm pull-up 100%, because I am going to do the exact same exercise as I would do a one-arm pull-up. The more specific you're going to train, the better the carryover will be to the actual one-arm pull-up. Speaking of which, after that video, 5 weeks have passed. So I started at doing 5 by 5, so 5 sets of 5 repetitions, and then every single week I added 1 rep to each set. Now I'm at 5 sets of 10 repetitions, and the reason I'm taking it that slow is because if you've ever done a negative one-arm pull-up or a banded one-arm pull-up, you're going to feel that it puts a lot of stress on the tendon of your elbow and on your shoulder. So what I'm really want to do by taking it slow is I really want to prepare my tendon for the high load of the one-arm pull-up. And by slowly increasing the volume first, I am going to achieve that goal. In the end, the whole idea is to up the intensity until I am at a level where I can do a one-arm pull-up, and that's by adding weights to myself. But before I did that, I really wanted to up the volume so that I could really strengthen the tendon and then go slowly into the higher weight levels. So that's really the whole idea, and I must say the first 5 weeks have gone very great. So it started out challenging. 5 sets of 5 repetitions was very challenging, but just adding 1 rep every single time really made sure that my body adapted to that. And now doing 10 was, I would say, as challenging as doing 5. So I am feeling that my body is getting stronger and getting used to the movements. Now, speaking of the movements, this is a completely different movement than just a pull-up. And I find when you're doing a pull-up, you're mainly using your lats, and I find them very hard to activate. While with this exercise, it's very easy to activate your lats because you only have to focus on one lat at a time. Now, what I also noticed is that if you just go from point A to point B, what you're really going to do is you're going to use your forearms and your biceps a lot. But what I want you to do, I want you to use your biggest muscle in this chain here, and that's going to be the lats. So really engage the lats from the start. So doing a scapula depression and then pull down with your lats, and the rest of the muscles will follow. And that's also going to help you use the largest muscle maximally when completing this exercise. So the key takeaway after 5 weeks is to really focus on the lats, make sure that you engage them very hard, and also make sure that you strengthen your tendon by working your way slowly. If I'm doing this and I'm upping the intensity too fast, I'm going to feel it in my tendon, and the experience with my body is that that's an injury waiting to happen. So we want to avoid that, want to take it slow, but we want to progressively overload, and that's the best thing you can do if you want to get stronger. So the next step for me is to go and increase the intensity and add some weights so that I can get stronger in the one-arm pull-up, so that we eventually can drop the weights, drop the pulley altogether, and just do one-arm pull-up. It's that easy. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you liked this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you're now going to follow this journey and maybe pursue the one-arm pull-up for yourself. So I guess I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace!